Welcome to EchoCast and welcome Peter Morgan, Director of Corporate Accounts at Echo360, which is a job title that might go down in history as one of the least descriptive job titles ever, as Pete has been both behind the scenes and in front of the house, mixing my metaphors there, I guess a little bit there, in myriad ways for hundreds of GoReact customers who are now part of the Echo360 family. As you know, we've been running a short series of special EchoCasts here to introduce folks to Echo360's expanded ecosystem, with now the addition of GoReact, to learn a little bit more about the product and the people behind this latest enhancement to the world's first and only learning transformation platform, the ecosystem. We might be able to consolidate that series, the whole series. We could have just done the whole thing with just Pete, but again, that's only one episode, so we stretched it out. Anyway, taking a very unconventional path that we'll find out about here today to EdTech and corporate L&D tech leadership. For the last over 5 years, Pete has worked with a wide range of customers in higher ed, publishing, and commercial markets to do much more than just sell this little nifty video feedback tool. He embodies the spirit and the work of a true strategic partner, helping both instructors and learners and the organizations that they're part of realize the learning potential of authentic assessments, which is all about, it's everything that GoReact does. And he believes it, which is a nice little bonus, which you're going to hear for yourself today as we welcome Mr. Peter Morgan. Hey, Pete.
Hello there, Jeff. Thank you so much for the intro. You're too kind.
No. It's great to have you on. And this is kind of our capstone episode here of our sort of GoReact ecosystem series. And of all of our, of all of the new teammates that we've talked to and discussions, you have taken the least conventional path or trail, I should say, to your career now in kind of ed tech and corporate L&D. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get everybody. I love your story, Pete, because this is like almost like a sort of Silicon Valley story. If you hear people like come up with ideas in their garage, and the next thing you know, they're like these titans of business. You took a very unconventional trail to your role now in ed tech. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, most people would never guess, right? You see or meet me and you see lots of different things on the outside, especially inside of the world of GoReact. People don't look at me and think that was a ski bum in Salt Lake City running ski shops for, the better part of his adult career life. I, however, love skiing, born and raised in Utah. My family owns a cabin in the middle of Alta Ski Resort. So shameless plug, if anyone wants to go skiing, come find me. But I started running ski shops as soon as I was out of college, or not even out of college, in the middle of college. Incredibly flexible, super fun. I skied 110 days a season and had a wonderful time doing it. But like any kid, I was in college, I was poor, working there worked, it was great. And it was incredibly flexible with my school schedule, but not the end of my road by any means. But I didn't know where to go either. I had no idea, Jeff, where I wanted to go or what that was. I figured, like most people, I would finish my schooling and then I would take some internship or get an entry-level job and things would kick off from there. But I was sitting in one of my shops one day and I had a call from one of the other employees. My unofficial title in the ski world and working at this shop that I was at, I was the boot doctor. Ski boots, for anybody that knows them, they're bear traps, right? They're awful. And I made boots work for people. And so I got a call from somebody who said, hey, I really screwed up. We did a custom boot fitting and a custom insole for this guy. He went out and skied, came back, and the whole thing is just corkscrewed in there. It's a mess. We don't know how to fix it. And we're going to send him your way because you can fix anything. This guy comes walking in the shop, massive man, bald head, strapping individual. And here's me, right? Short, stocky, curly-headed ski bum Pete. And the two of us hit it off. We fixed every problem. Ended up being one of my best clients over 4 years, developed a great relationship. And one night over dinner, he said, what are you doing in a ski shop? Why don't you come to I am a one-man show in an ed tech world and need somebody by my side to be able to take GoReact to the next level. He said, I have no idea what GoReact is. I have no place in EdTech. Don't even know what the definition is. Why in the world would we do this? I toured his office. We talked, and essentially it came down to the way that he interpreted me in the world of the ski shop. I can manage people, I can sell anything, I can run a room, manage the individuals that are inside of there, keep processes flowing. And that's something that he just felt he couldn't teach to somebody techie. But he could take me out of that world and teach me all the technology. Yeah. And so I stepped in, and 5.5 years later, we become a part of Echo 360. GoReact's flowing, and everything's fantastic.
Yeah, it really is, exactly. It's a story that's been told 1,000 times before. So no, but the other, in addition to you being such a creative and industrious person, a fixer of things, you're also a learner. Like, you are a learner at heart. Like, you really appreciate learning, not just for checking a box and crossing something off the list, but literally, truly for understanding, for mastery, and things like that. Things that fit so well with what GoReact is designed to do as well. So talk about how just the sort of the and we talk at Echo 360 about learning changing for the good. That there's a reason that we endeavor to learn. Talk about how kind of your personal kind of motivations and kind of essence of being a learner at heart fits with GoReact, and essentially that's what the GoReact solution does.
Yeah, I think for me personally, hindsight's 2020, and I never really realized that I had this perhaps skill or skill set. But even being back in the shop, I was obsessed with minute details of layered constructions of a ski and what built a ski boot and the different components of a great shell layer. I became just so obsessed with these tiny details in natural curiosity. I wanted to know everything that I could about them so that I could present them and speak more clearly to them. Then I step into the world of GoReact, where it's that perhaps natural curiosity or the drive to understand tiny details that provide a greater picture to the overall schema. That was a learning experience. And I put myself through what GoReact prides itself in every single day. Dive deeper into the details, become comfortable and confident in the way that you can portray a message, and rinse and repeat. Keep doing that until it's perfectly refined. And I found through my time that I love diving into those details, but didn't know how to do it most effectively. I did it on my own. I didn't have tools or any technology at my disposal. And then enters GoReact into my life. And all of a sudden I have this beautiful technology at my fingertips, where I'm able to really hone in on the experience, the pathway to learning, the overall structure of what good learning actually looks like from a progressive standpoint. And I could practice over and over again. I could refine my own skill set. I could become obsessed with those same details that I loved from the ski world, but now translated to technology, to my personal portrayal of communication, to the way that I could speak to a room, to a C-level or a C-suite executive. Every bit of that became my learning experience in being a true expert in whatever I wanted to do, but diving so deep into those details and being able to refine them, to receive great feedback from incredible mentors, beautifully built AI, and then be able to continue practicing and continue evolving and progressing forward.
Yeah. Well, it's neat to see the personal fit and the mission fit. It does. Things have a tendency of working out kind of that way if we just keep our eyes open. But beyond that sort of your personal kind of fit with the GoReact that came to be, how do you, and so now, as I mentioned in the intro, you're in front of customers, you're talking to people, you're introducing GoReact to Echo 360 customers, vice versa. How do you see, we've been asking everybody in this series, how does GoReact fit into the ecosystem? How do you see GoReact fitting into the learning transformation platform based on your experience with it and how you're talking and interacting with customers as they're asking about it?
Yeah, well, I think for me, one of the most remarkable things that I entered the Echo 360 world in is to see this incredible suite of products that are so incredibly broad, so much content knowledge, so much opportunity to learn across this, right? This broad nature of tons of tools, functionalities, and pieces that come together to create really beautiful solutions. Echo Ink, Echo Exam, Echo Video. They're so wonderful and have so many things to offer. But I see that horizontally, and I keep doing this, right? Because there is so much of a breadth to those tool sets. And for me, GoReact has always been a flip of that model. It's been a depth opportunity. So the pairing of these tools was so incredible, so beautiful in my mind, because you have these already established wonderful breadth opportunities in the ecosystem across the LTP. Then you see GoReact coming in and pairing with each one of those to say across these incredible pathway moments, these learning experiences, there are deliberate spaces that need to be introduced if we think about learning from a progressive standpoint, where we flip the model and provide depth of assessment, depth of skill development. And that marrying brings together already established phenomenal Echo tools and a purpose-built depth provider in GoReact to create this holistic view of true learning experiences. As much as I can ingest through the tool, all the content, all the experience that way, and deliberate opportunities to dive really deep into mastery and expertise of whatever it is that I'm developing. That's a marriage of tools that I want to see, and that I'm incredibly excited about being a part of this journey.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, and you know, one of your other talents is, and maybe these are back from your boot days, and fixing things, is your technical acumen, Pete. I mean, I've been on calls with you, and you can go as deep as people need to go into the actual, you know, kind of the boiler room of the technology. And you know, we had Hiram Denny, you know, our VP of product on a couple episodes ago, talking about how GoReact in the design, the product design of GoReact, making sure that it was very designed to be a very intuitive experience, you know, and so not having to be overly complex. I mean, you can kind of get right into it and get kind of your feedback. What are you, you know, I mentioned you've got specific, you know, kind of sort of current responsibilities with more of the corporate commercial sector, but you work across markets. And so you're in front of a lot of different kinds of customers and kind of use cases out there. How have you seen the technology itself, the intuitiveness of it apply across the various, you know, kind of markets that Echo 360 is addressing out there?
I love that question, because what I found is almost personal in nature to me, right? I gave the example of my mentor, my previous GoReact mentor, looking at me and saying, "You're not a tech person, but I can teach you that." What I can't do is flip that and teach the tech person, the people. What I see in GoReact is the exact same way. GoReact as a technology can be utilized anywhere that skills need to be demonstrated, honed in, practiced, and replicated. Those moments apply to every single vertical, every industry, anywhere that someone needs to do and apply their ability to do. That's a GoReact moment. So replace that with, right, you have these incredible industries, things that stay finite. Their vernacular, the different use cases, the people within them, all those things are wildly individual. But GoReact as a tool can be placed at the center of each one of those things, because all of them have a requirement to do, to perform, and to validate someone's ability to put into action that practice. Yeah. So I love the way that it can be used everywhere and anywhere, and is synonymous across all industries, but it fits everywhere because it is skills, because it is action-based. And then all of those opportunities carry with them an opportunity to invest and utilize a moment of action.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Last question for you here. And this is kind of like telling us which of your kids you like the most. And we know we all have our favorites, but of all the things in GoReact, you know, you've been with the product for a long time, and it's been enhanced, and you mentioned the AI earlier, but of all of the bells and whistles, all little features, if you had to pick one of your favorite kind of features or capabilities of GoReact, what would that one be?
Gosh, the interesting thing from my perspective is that we made GoReact scalable before it was really scalable, right? We created synergies and opportunities for the tool to do massive scalable work out of the gate. Then came along the AI assistant, and I'm going to say the combination of the AI assistant, the durable transcript, the analytics, and the actual time embedded AI assistant feedback coming in. When those things actually launched, I looked back at a 4.5 year career in GoReact and said, I could have done 10 times the amount of work and scale if I had these things at my disposal before. We had to get creative and do wild things to meet the needs of customers. We accomplished them, but only through a ton of effort, both mental and physical, to make that work. The AI assistant is revolutionary. It changes everything about the way that someone learns and the pace at which they can ingest information to continue upskilling. So it may not just be the comments or the durable transcript or the analytics, but the combination suite of the AI assistant, just absolutely mind-blowing how effective it is.
Yeah. Very cool indeed. All right. Well, hey, we are going to let Pete go now, but everybody else, stick around for a quick demonstration of some of the applications, perhaps the aforementioned AI assistant there that you just heard about, referenced right here. And then you can go to echo360.com for more EchoCast episodes and more resources to transform your own learning.
Thank you, Peter Morgan, for sharing your journey to Echo360 and giving us a closer look at how GoReact is transforming the way instructors and learners engage through video feedback. My name is David Kaplan, product expert here at Echo360, and now I'll show you how GoReact's AI-powered feedback tools are making authentic assessment more scalable, insightful, and learner-centered than ever before. Let's jump right into a video already submitted by a learner. Once the video is recorded or uploaded successfully, as seen here for this job interview practice, an instructor is able to utilize, as Peter highlighted, time-embedded comments and custom summative evaluation forms to provide targeted, specific, and consistent feedback across a multitude of learners. The transcript of the video is auto-generated and tagged based on which individual is speaking. In the case of this video, it's notated as A and B. Analytics are automatically provided, which track the use of filler words, pauses, hedging words, and pace. In addition to these features, Hiram highlighted his favorite functionality across GoReact, which is AI feedback. In this case, the AI assistant is tracking markers around clarity, but countless other markers are available depending on the skills being assessed. As you can see, GoReact has identified an area for improvement as well as praise. Not only does GoReact notate at which timestamp the feedback is relevant to, but it suggests ways of specifically improving, even going so far as to suggest alternative phrases or ways of performing differently in the future. As Peter highlighted, tools like this aren't about replacing human feedback, and they don't risk academic integrity. They're about amplifying the learning experience. Instructors stay focused on coaching and pedagogy, while GoReact handles the repetitive, time-intensive tasks in the background. Whether you're teaching public speaking, clinical skills, classroom delivery, or business presentations, GoReact is helping institutions modernize assessment and empower learners through more timely, personalized feedback. Because learning changes for the good.